welcome back to the new snow plowing shop. Today, as you can see, it is snowing like crazy again. This is a first in a long time. We've had back-to-back blizzard days, and the road got finally plowed. But we do have a lot of jobs, like commercial jobs. We're going to be heading to the bank, knocking that parking lot out, and then we're going to the gas station. It really needs to be plowed. The owner's been war dialing me for the past few hours, so we need to get over there, make sure we clear out the first bit, and we'll probably have to head back there tomorrow. And I've got some more exciting news. We bought some equipment, which is super nice because it actually is heated, so we'll be able to stay in there out of the climate, and it'll make pretty easy for the jobs we can't get with the truck. So if we ever need to get into a tight corner, which we usually do with these buildings, as you can see, they're pretty spaced together with these sidewalks. And we did buy a little four-wheeler mess around, so it should be a nice addition to the shop. We've almost got everything. We might need a few more things, but man, maybe we should take the city contract. They only clear a good amount of this portion of the road. As you can see, they missed some spots. I would make it a little wider, but they're just flying through here with actually one of the neighboring cities does it because they don't have a truck located here. It's kind of a smaller town. So anyhow, here is the trailer we bought, a triple axle. It is actually a nice big Tex trailer. Psych, it's a Diamond C. Of course I wouldn't get a big Tex for this. This is actually the tilt one, and works out really good for this two vehicle setup. We get the Defender here. So you're probably wondering, I thought you said an enclosed cab. Well, we did get one. All they have to do is grab the foldable door. It hooks up to the 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and then you can remove this net. So I think we're going to do that before we get plowing. It's just in the back trunk here, so it should work out pretty good. And then the plow is pretty good size. This is a pro mount steel, and these vehicles are actually in game, so we'll kind of see how they do. We got a winch that raises and lowers it, and obviously it's got its tilt and turning, so pretty nice. In the same setup with the four-wheeler, I think it's got the exact same winch. Might be a little smaller. That's a pretty big plow. No, they're probably the same size. Should be fun to test these things out. We got the Outlander. Without further ado, guys, we're gonna get this stuff hooked up and head to the bank. The bank's right down the road, so see you guys. We're getting close. But before we do, if you guys want to see episode 3 of us snow plowing and maybe buying some snow blowers, help me out to hit the thumbs up button down below. I appreciate it so much, and it allows me to create more videos like this. All right, we are actually getting pretty close. As you can see, look at that car's gonna drive through. And here's the bank. So up on the right side, they've got a good sized parking lot. And I think we're gonna drop the plow on the truck first and try and get out as much as we can. But we are gonna have to grab the four-wheeler for the front sidewalk. So here we go, boys. Oh my gosh, the snow piles we're about to create in this parking lot are gonna be mad. We might have to drop the trailer though. It kind of helps with the weight, honestly. Here we go. We're gonna push it. It's gonna be a little messy because it is a lot of snow on the ground. But we're gonna push it to the fence, lift this thing up, and then we'll go for pass 2 here. There we go. The snow physics in this game are really good. As you can see, it leaves tire tracks now when we back up, so it makes it a little bit more messy, but that's okay. It makes the job a little more realistic. So there we go. Let's try not to bury these cars in, but that's our first snow pile from one pass. So we're gonna be able to drop the trailer now. Let's see. I think right here is good. Let's unstrap everything, and we need to tilt the trailer back. There we go. All right, the Defender should be good to go. Let's unhook this thing, and then we'll get to work with the truck here. If you guys are curious, we got the Western Wideout XL. So this plow has honestly done really well for us in past years, so we decided to buy it for our new shop here in Iowa Plains. Look at how much snow this is. I'm actually kind of amazed. I didn't even think it was possible to do this much. We would honestly need a snow blower, but all right, that is the supermarket. We can push it up until there, but check this out. Here are the tracks. Pretty cool. Here we go. Pass 2 is always the clean pass. You get everything cleaned up. Oh, almost. We need to fix that. No scraps left behind. Oh my gosh, this is epic. Okay, I think it should be a little more simpler. It's always the first one that gets a little tricky. This one we're gonna push to the side up until the building. We just have to make sure that door's clear. Should be doable. All right, here we go, boys. The second pile. Oh, it gets ruined until that point, and then we can go back and fix it. Hey, it's looking good so far. I'm gonna get to work on this portion, and then when we gotta get to the front, I'll check back in with you guys. We'll be able to test out our new snowplow vehicles. The Can-Am Defender's up first, so I'll see you guys when we jump in that thing. Okay, we got to work back here. Check out the piles, man. This is an insane amount of snow, like I've said, but we're gonna get to the front now with some of our utility vehicles. We just gotta clear out the sidewalk. Should be pretty simple. They open tomorrow at 9 a.m. So today's Sunday, in case you're wondering. Let's fire this thing up. Runs pretty good. I'm just curious on how good the plow's gonna do, because obviously this thing isn't like 4,000 pounds like our truck. So let's drop it down, see how it does. Let's see here. All right, that folds down those gates. I kind of like it at lower down level. So now with the plow, we lower with auxiliary 1, and I think we're gonna push it towards the building. So let's line it up. We we can rotate the plow and angle it. So let's angle to the left here and check this thing out. All right, not bad so far. We're on a curb, so it does pretty good for that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's try getting on the sidewalk, see if it does any better. It's okay if some of it goes in the street. I can just clear it out with the truck, but here we go. Oh yeah, come on, little Can-Am. This thing's pushing a pile. All right, here we go. Push it straight. Not bad. We got a pretty good portion cleared out here. We just got to get to the ATM, clear that out. All right, we'll clear out this part in the street. As you can see, once it gets to the big pile, though, it doesn't do the best because it's not that heavy. So that's the thing. When we have these big snow plow jobs, we probably would have to bring a skid steer along. That thing's got some weight to it, so it can definitely push it. But let's try and get the truck, maybe clear this out a bit, and maybe we can mess with the four-wheeler, see how that thing does. But not bad. I would say it did okay. There's the supermarket. We'll push the snow into their parking lot there. We actually already did it around back, but we'll do it in the front. Get it out of the way of the bank. All right, almost clear, and then our job will be done until we get to the gas station. Honestly, it might be better to test out the four-wheeler over there, because then there might be a little bit less snow underneath the overhang, so that'll be good. Let's load the Defender back up, and we'll head on over to the gas station, which is honestly one of my most exciting jobs. I was in there getting fuel the other day, and I decided to just ask the owner if he had a guy on contract for this year, and he said he didn't yet. So I said, all right, sign me up. We'll take the work. And obviously, he saw my truck, saw it was pretty nice, so probably help them trust we'll get the job done. Those cars right there should be good. There's about 5 of them. They're at the supermarket. They're not even supposed to park in the bank parking lot on Sundays. So we kind of buried them in a little bit, but should be all right. Let's get this thing moving over to the gas station, and we'll have ourselves a fun time there. They got a pretty good sized lot, so see you guys when we arrive. All right, welcome to Now Hiring Gas Station. I don't think it's called that. Let's see, what's the name on the building? Jackson's Store. That's the store, the gas station. Yeah, I don't know. It's got every fuel type you would need. They got extra fuel pumps. What else? They got a service shop. Pretty good sized lot. What we're gonna do? Oh, we've got the diner across the way too. That might be our next job. It would be good to knock them both out at once, but we're gonna have to pull in because we are on the main road here. Oh, we'll get the bus flying by. Okay, let's drop the plow down. We'll angle it. Doesn't matter. We just need to get a nice path cleared out for our trailer. So I think we'll push it over here. Man, look at this plow get to work. Okay, kind of similar story to when we pulled up to the bank. Right there, looks good. Jeez. All right, trailer's disconnected. So this job, we don't have to do the back side of the parking lot, just kind of up until these propane tanks. I'm pretty sure the propane could be some sort of special fuel type. I think it could be E85. So let's maybe not bury the gas station owner's car in. Hold on, let's push it that way. And then we're gonna push everything kind of towards the street, away from the building. We don't want them near the doors or the front entrances. So that's the game plan for this beast. Honestly, we should try bringing the box plow sometime. That'd be pretty cool to mess around with. The new wheel loader we've got. All right, there we go. Looks good. We'll plow it all the way to the side here around that car, and then we gotta go back for our second pass. I think they intentionally did that to make you go back for a second pass. Oh, I have to go back for a third. But as I was saying, they put the second set of snow underneath to make you have to go back. Like I said, makes it a little bit more realistic, because you guys remember in older versions we would have to plow a parking lot, but as soon as you drop the plow down, it would clear everything in its path. So this works out a little nicer, and the snow dynamics do look good as well. So all right, there's our first pass. It looks pretty good. Let's clear out in front of Jackson's Store here. There we are, right up to the car. Okay, I'm just kidding. We'll push that out of the way. Maybe just to the left of that. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. And then now for around the pumps, we have to be careful so we don't blow these things up. So I'm going to get to work on this lot a little bit, guys. And once we get towards our final passes, we'll check in. There we go. Go around the pumps, and then we'll see what the progress looks like. I think it should go pretty well, but see you guys when we have some more fun spots. Okay, the pile is getting pretty crazy here, but this is the final pass for the entrance. And look at the pile, man. We almost about to block the sign, but we should be good. We do have one more end over there. We did clean it up a little bit more around the shop. I want to try and maybe get on the side of the building. There is an emergency exit, so we're going to grab the ATV for that. Maybe mess with this a little bit, but we got to try and get it out of the street as much as we can. Maybe one more pass will do the trick. Check out these wings. I wonder if it does better without the wings. Hold on. We can angle the wings too, so like this. Let's see if it does any better. Oh, okay. It does do pretty good. We're going to kind of leave it angled to the left, like so. We'll see how much better it does. But, all right, here we go. This pass is a good one. Check this out. Wait, I have an idea. If we angle the other one... Oh, hold on. We need to bring the slider in. And then that one's angled, so that should go pretty straight. Should do its best. Might leave behind a little bit, but this stuff's going to the middle. So here we go. All right. It's looking good so far. We got a little bit off to the right there. Oh, it's gonna be a big pile. Look at that, right up to the side. Not bad. Okay, maybe one more pass. There you go. That's a big pile. Let's maybe get it out of the side of the road here. Oh, that car's flying through the snow. Man, he must have all-wheel drive times 10. And that looks pretty good. All right, let's jump on the four-wheeler. We didn't test that out yet, so I want to see if that thing does good around some of the spots we couldn't get, like the air, and then the doors there need to be unblocked. So, oh yeah, this thing's gonna be sweet. Okay, boys, just drop down the plow. Looks good. And all right, let's angle it right there. Looks good. Okay, we cleared out the air, so now people need to get air in their tires. It's honestly that time of year. Once it snows, it gets pretty cold. Okay, we cleared the doors. That's okay if it sits just in the middle of those. Actually looks pretty good. And then we want to try and get that emergency exit cleared out. So winch up and then winch down. Here we go. Okay, there's our first part, and let's try and make it to the door now. There you have it. All right, the door is pretty much cleared out. Everything turned out well here, I will say though. These things don't have much weight to them, so I would not recommend. Grab yourself a truck and maybe some skid steer. That's the best setup for this snow plowing job. So guys, I appreciate you watching. We're gonna head back to the shop, get situated, and we've got more equipment to order. So if you guys want to see episode 3, help me out, hit the thumbs up button down below, and hey, subscribe if you haven't already, guys, so you don't miss out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.